Hello, there's Uncle B coming at you again. Letting you know it's pipe smoking time. It is pipe smoking time, yes it is. And if you would be so kind to subscribe to my channel, it would be greatly appreciated. Yes sir, yes it will be. Yes, sir. I'm drinking some tea right here. All the teas that I'll be smoking, right? You can drink them or smoke them. I brewed some. This is the tea. I brew it. I put me some in got some here. I like my tea a little bit sweet. Not a lot sweet, just a little sweet, slightly sweet. It's good to have something cool to drink when you're smoking your pipe. Sometimes the smoke get a little hot. Your tongue get a little hot. You don't want to get tongue bites, so you drink something cool to cool off your tongue. Today I'm gonna be smoking my this is what I call my caveman pipe. Caveman pipe. It's just the name I gave it. It seems to fit with me, right? When you smoke, you're gonna need a tamper. You're gonna need your pipe, and if you don't have a secure bottom, you're gonna need a pipe holder, right? You hold that, put it in there while you pack your pipe, right? You're gonna need a lighter, regular lighter, matches, whatever. I have right here a torch. I like using torches because they're so reliable, especially when you got a lot of wind going on. I got my my fans going in the house so that I can blow the smoke outside. I got a fan right by the window here that's pulling the smoke to the outside. I got a fan to my right, push the smoke over there. I got a fan in the front door, pushing the smoke from inside of the house to the outside. I also got one in front of each of my doors in the room to pull the smoke out the rooms just in case it goes that far to the rooms. So I'm all good. I am all good. Time to get started. I'm smoking mullein leaf today. Like I said, my motto is pack it, smoke it, and relax. Pack it, smoke it, and relax. Pipe smoking is a really relaxing hobby. Real relaxing hobby. Now I'm not here to judge anybody. What you smoke what you smoke, whether it's herbs, tobacco, cigarettes, weed, whatever. All I say is, if you don't want to smoke cigarettes and the doctor said that you developing some type of cough, these healthier herbs is an alternative, right? But it's up to you. Everybody do what they feel is best for them, right? I personally believe it depends on the individual. It depends on your genetics. Some people are more susceptible to lung cancer when they smoke or stuff like that. Some people are just more susceptible to it because it's in their genes. There's nothing you can do. Some people never smoke, but get lung cancer. That's just how it is sometimes, right? You never know, but you can't say that everybody's gonna get it if they smoke, because it's not true, you know. But if you are smoking, you want to get checked out at least twice a year. Make sure all is good, and I definitely get checked out at least twice a year with my cardiologist, my doctor, twice a year, just to make sure everything is good, because I was born with a heart defect. I was born with a small hole behind my heart, which gave me a stroke about almost 5 years ago, right? Because I know I still had it, right? My mom told me when I was younger, hey, you were born with a small hole in your heart. Okay, Mom. What does that mean to me? I took that and passed it. All right. I must be good. Ain't say nothing else about it. But that time, they didn't know a whole lot about it. You know what I mean? The parents. They didn't know that, you got a hole in your heart. You're always going to have a hole in your heart. And if you not taking the right medications or supplements early in life, it's going to bother you when you get older in life, right? So, stress, working a lot, all this will cause that hole to open, right? It can close so tight that it's almost undetectable. You really got to look for it to try to find it, right? And so that's what happened. My hole was on the back side of my heart, and you couldn't see it with a regular ultrasound machine. They had to go in through my groin, or to look in the back of my house. I'm sorry. They had to go in and look in the back of my heart to see what was going on. Because when I had the stroke, initially, the doctors didn't know exactly why I had the stroke. So well, maybe you got high blood pressure, maybe that's it. But you know how like a person come in and talk to you, but they're not quite sure what's going on, right? But you sense this. Well, they said, this is what I think it is. This is what I want to do. So he said, I want to put a pacemaker in your chest just to make sure, just to help out, just in case your heart start going too fast or too slow. It'll shock you, put your heart back on rhythm, and then you'll be okay. Initially, I said, I don't want that. I don't know if I want that inside my chest. But after a while, I said, well, okay, he's a doctor. He should know, right? So a day before, they were going into a day before, they were going in to put the pacemaker in my chest. The doctor said, I'm gonna look behind your heart just before they put the pacemaker in, because something's bothering me. I want to check behind your heart, just I want to check and see if there's something back there that we don't see. So it's okay. At that time, just having problems getting my blood pressure down. It was always high. So after the surgery, the doctor comes into my room and he says, we found a problem. He said, you have a small hole in the back of your heart. He said, that's causing your problems. He said, when you have a small hole in the back of your heart, if you do anything too strenuous, your heart is working harder, you're pulling fluids or pushing fluids from that hole into your bloodstream, you're pulling clots or stuff like that from your heart to your bloodstream, which go to your brain, which cause a stroke. You know, so I said, wow, you know. And then I got to thinking, well, I said, well, my mom just said I was born with a small hole in my heart when I was younger. You know? I never thought nothing about it. I didn't know nothing about it. I didn't know what to do, right? So I kept on living. So they finally found a problem, put me on the right medications. I was getting better and better, and it's been almost 5 years since I've been in the hospital, had any problems. It's been good. So that goes to show that something may be going on with you. The doctors don't know about it, but it's treating you because they're hoping that it's what they're treating you for. But it could be wrong, especially if the medications that you're using aren't really working. So they changed some of my medications. Some was too high. It wasn't what I needed. I put them on aspirin, blood thinner, vasculator, which opens up your veins so the blood flows freely, which helps bring your blood pressure down. and my cholesterol was up, so I still was on a cholesterol pill, but they brought down the dosage from 80 to 40, right? From 80 milligrams to 40 milligrams. A lot of my other medications, they just brought them down because they realized they weren't helping, and they changed some of them, right? So, I've been getting better over the years. I've been dropping different medications. So since that time, out of the 7 medications I was taking, I take like 4 now, right? No, I was on like 9. I take about 6. And 2 of those are a type of water pills and potassium pills, right? Water pill, potassium pill, vasculator, aspirin, blood thinner. You know, stuff like that. So, I've been good ever since. The only thing that I was disappointed about was they had scheduled a time to go in and close up that hole, right? So that I would have to take blood thinners and all that stuff. Scheduled the time. So we made the appointment. We went. I'm on the table. We gotta go through my groins, go inside to surgically close up that hole so that I will be good. But when they went in, they could not find it. I was so disappointed. So I'm still on these blood thinners and all that stuff because of that, right? Because like I said, the hole can close up so tight that it's hard to see. It's hard to see, right? And so that was it. They couldn't see it. And the thing is, he said, I don't want to keep messing around in there, keep looking, because it's a delicate surgery. We don't want to hit nothing and cause heart damage for the rest of your life. So we're going to have to come out. And so I understood that. You know what I mean? Because they can touch something, damage your heart, and then for the rest of your life, you're messed up, right? That happened with my aunt. Heart problems, running our family. They were doing something, checking her heart, and they hit something. It damaged her for the rest of her life. She had to be on oxygen. You just never know. Never know. But this is Uncle B coming at you. Tell you to have a great day. Be safe out there. Be positive. Be positive. A positive person can change the atmosphere. Yes, sir. So be positive. All right. Have a great day.